There are things in this game that nobody showed you. The clash between Real Madrid and Atletico De Madrid was on fire. There was controversy, there were goals, there were brilliant plays, and of course, Vinicius Jr put on a show. But look beyond what everyone saw. There were behind-the-scenes moments, hidden footage, drama, and even a controversial decision from Mbappé that left Vini furious. You won't believe what happened in this match that almost nobody noticed. But before we continue, subscribe to the channel to help us grow. I noticed that 80% of the people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. Please, leave a like and subscribe to help us reach 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Let's also set a challenge. Can we hit 1,000 likes on this video? Now that you've subscribed, let's get to the news. Alright, let's start with what nobody saw, because beyond the usual plays, a lot was happening behind the scenes of this derby. And trust me, it wasn't just any ordinary stuff. First, the penalty scandal. Real Madrid was playing well, but then came the referee's controversial decision. The foul on Samuel Lino led to a penalty that had everyone fuming. But here's the catch: if you take a closer look at the footage, the contact was minimal. And the worst part? The VAR took 4 minutes to review but didn't even show the best angle to the referee. That means the ref made his call without seeing the clearest replay. The result? Absolute outrage on the Real Madrid bench, with Ancelotti in disbelief and Bellingham seemingly predicting the chaos. He knew things were about to get messy. Speaking of Bellingham, the guy was in full "I can't believe this is happening" mode the entire game. Besides the argument with the referee, he also had that viral moment when he taunted Gimenez by pointing at his hair. But wait, that wasn't even the most shocking part. Meanwhile, off the pitch, something even more bizarre was going on. Did you know that Carlos was handing out gummies during the game? Yep. And not just any candy, but those famous apple cider vinegar gummies that help prevent cramps. Vinicius Jr grabbed one, Rodrigo too. That just shows how physically drained they were. No wonder the team started slowing down in the final minutes. And still, they almost won. When Mbappé scored the equalizer, it was a huge relief. But here's something that most people didn't notice: he didn't even realize he was bleeding. In the middle of the celebration, he looked at his hand and, surprise, his finger was cut open. Vinicius Jr saw it immediately and practically forced Mbappé to get medical attention. Real Madrid kept pushing for a winner, but they ran out of energy, breath, and that final touch. Despite being the better team, they just couldn't find the decisive goal. Now hold on, because the Mbappé-Vinicius drama isn't over yet. There was one specific play that left the Brazilian fuming, and I'm about to break it down for you. If there was one moment that sparked debate, it was Mbappé's decision in one of Real Madrid's attacks. The game was on edge, the team needed a winning goal, and Mbappé had a golden chance. But he chose to go for it alone. And you know what the problem was? Vinicius Jr was wide open, calling for the ball. It was a clear play, a simple pass that could have changed the outcome. But Mbappé, as usual, ignored his teammate and tried to take matters into his own hands. And let me tell you, Vinicius was not happy about it. You can see in the footage how he gestures in frustration, clearly upset with the Frenchman's choice. This raises an important question: can Mbappé and Vinicius actually play together without tensions rising? Because let's be honest, Vinicius is one of Real Madrid's key players and is used to being the difference maker. He won't accept being sidelined. If Mbappé keeps playing like this, their partnership could become a real issue. And that wasn't the only odd moment in the game. While Real Madrid was pushing for a comeback, there was a scene that perfectly captured how exhausted the players were. Camavinga, who had fresh legs, literally stopped in the middle of the field to fix his hair while Atletico was attacking. That's right. In the heat of the game, the guy was casually adjusting his hairstyle while Real Madrid was under pressure. Ancelotti must have lost his mind seeing that. And let's be real, it's not every day you see a player fixing his hair in the middle of a tense Champions League match. That moment summed up just how drained and perhaps even unfocused the Real Madrid squad was at that crucial point. Now, if there's one takeaway from this game, it's this: Real Madrid deserved to win. They played better, created more chances, and had more possession. But football is all about putting the ball in the back of the net. In the end, bad decisions and fatigue took their toll. Even with their dominance on the pitch, Real Madrid couldn't turn their gameplay into goals. This proves that while football is a game of tactics and strategy, finishing efficiency makes all the difference. Atletico, on the other hand, made the most of their few chances, showing the kind of pragmatism that Real lacked. That's something Ancelotti will need to fix quickly if he wants to keep his team competitive in all tournaments. And here's an important detail: that match against Atletico was just the first big test of the week. In a few days, Real Madrid faces another giant, Manchester City. In other words, Ancelotti needs to find quick solutions to fix the mistakes. And, most importantly, ensure that Vinicius Jr and Mbappé can find their rhythm on the field. Against Atletico, it was clear that the two aren't fully in sync yet. At several points, it seemed like they were playing independently, without a clear understanding of each other's movements. And against City, a highly organized and deadly team, this could be a real issue. Time is short, but Ancelotti is experienced and knows he must act fast. Now, could this issue with the ignored pass cause trouble in the locker room? Will Vinicius confront Mbappé after the game? Because, judging by how upset the Brazilian was, this conflict might just be beginning. Vinicius' expression after the incident made it clear he expected the ball, and Mbappé's decision to go it alone probably didn't sit well with him. In the heat of the moment, such things can happen, but depending on how it's handled internally, it could escalate into a bigger problem. Especially because both players have strong personalities, want to be the stars, and play with different styles. If Ancelotti doesn't manage this well, it could spark an internal rivalry that harms the team in the long run. So, do you think this relationship between Mbappé and Vinicius will heat up in the upcoming matches? Because today, it was clear the Brazilian didn't like the Frenchman's decision. Could this become an issue for Real Madrid? The reality is that when two players of this caliber share the spotlight, conflicts are bound to arise. But it could also just be a one-off event, something that, with time and better on-field understanding, will be sorted out. We've seen many such cases before, like Messi and Neymar at Barcelona or Cristiano Ronaldo and Benzema at Real Madrid. The key is finding a balance where they complement each other, rather than competing for space. I want to hear your opinion in the comments. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on everything happening in European football, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Because here we bring you the best content. And don't forget to share with your friends who love football, because the more people talking about it, the better. Football is all about different opinions, and everyone sees the game in their own way. I want to know if you think this rivalry between Vinicius and Mbappé will be beneficial or harmful to Real Madrid. If you've made it this far, leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on the news, and don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. And tell me, if you were the manager of Madrid, how would you handle this issue between Vinicius and Mbappé? Would you let it go or call them in for a talk? I want to see your responses. Because football is also about managing the group. It's not enough to have a team full of stars, you have to know how to make them play together. It's a challenge many coaches face, and everyone has their own strategy. Some prefer to resolve things in the locker room, others think it's better to let the players sort it out on the field. What do you think? Comment below. Thanks, and see you next time. This was another video for football lovers who want to stay connected to the sports behind the scenes action. Keep an eye on the channel because we'll have more analysis, debates, and exclusive information about everything happening in European football. And, of course, full coverage of Real Madrid's next challenge against Manchester City. It's going to be an exciting match, and you can't miss it. Get ready, because there's a lot of excitement ahead.